Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Damita Bishop, and I'm the CEO of an organization based out of Atlanta, Georgia, called Fighting Against Institutionalized Railroading. The acronym stands for F.A.I.R. I was called to Chatham County, Georgia, for two of my friends, Shaquille Sander and Henry Speak, who were not granted a fair trial because a prosecutor handpicked their case for their own political gain. We believe in the state of Georgia, prosecutors should be assigned cases, not allowed to pick the cases that they want to target so that they can do whatever they want to do to these defendants. In this case, Shaquille Sanders and Henry Speaks were unfairly merged on cases that had nothing to do with the charges that they were being charged with. And as a result, they were being done unfairly in trial and granted life sentences. The Constitution of the United States says that all citizens have a right to a fair.
Oftentimes, the criminal justice system begins at a young age, and for those juveniles, they go to a juvenile detention center. In the state of Georgia, at the age of 13, you are able to be tried as an adult. At the age of 17, you are able to go to the county jail. Now, this is ironic because at 18, you're only allowed to smoke cigarettes, and at the age of 21, you are able to consume alcohol. But at 17 years old, you can then go to county jail or go to prison. In the state of Georgia, the House Bill 272 was passed for them to raise the age to 18. However, the Senate did not choose to pass the bill. So we are still fighting to raise the age in the state of Georgia.
Trial. But the prosecutor picking them, merging them, and not adhering to their voices in the court of law, where's the fairness in that? Also, it took the prosecutor 4 tries to hand down these life sentences. We have, in the United States, we are afforded to be the right to be sentenced without a reasonable doubt. But if it takes them 4 chances to convict you, then I believe that there was doubt in that case all along. I chose to join many others by running for public office because this is not just happening to Henry Speaks and Shaquille Sanders. Black men and women all across the state of Georgia are being gang enhanced and given life sentences when a person committing a hate crime only gets 10 years. Black men and women in the state of Georgia are being added weapons charges even though they had no knowledge that weapons were around them. Black men and women are also being added the intent to distribute charges to drug charges even if it may have been their own personal stash. It is time for us to stop sitting here and allowing our men and women all across this state to be taken out of our homes. Henry Speaks and Shaquille Sanders reached out to me because they refuse to sit in anyone's prison for the next 20, 40, 50, 60 years and be slaves and watch their lives deteriorate as their loved ones pass them by. It is time for us to stand up all across this state, raise our fists, and stand up for the injustices happening not just in the courtrooms in the state of Georgia, but also in courtrooms all across the United States of America. We are not a violent race. That's the picture that they paint for us to be. If our loved ones is telling us they're innocent, it is time for us to stand by them, believe them, and make sure that when they go to court, that these prosecutors and these judges are not rubber stamping them through the system. If they are guilty, it is our job to make sure that when they leave that courtroom, they receive a sentence that is going to give them a chance to have another life and be productive.